nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play, and Heineke looking to pass it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Heineke to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Purdy. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And the grab by Croft. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 36 yards. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Going right back to Dodson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Down to the 22-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Heineke. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's an end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing. Heineke. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Heineke. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Purdy on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. He's going to field this at the 4. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw for Heineke. And that's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Heineke. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And there he goes again. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Play action now. Here's Heineke rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. After the sack on first down, Heineke. Thomas brings it in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
and he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mild.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Off the play fake, Heineke. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Heineke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Heineke to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. On the counter, Gibson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Purdy to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Slings this deep from McLaurin. All right, open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Purdy with one final shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a victory here for the Commanders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball.